銀河鉄道39。
Okay, let's read Chapter 6 of Volume 3. This is now Part 2, Sono ni. This is called The Armored Planet. We'll see the splash page on the next page. We ended with a little bit of a cliffhanger. Tetsuro is looking for a doctor, met this person who looks like a robot, but says they were born with this living flesh body. Anyway, let's go. まあ、このサイロボットでも、生身でも何でもいいや、とにかく助けてくれ. Okay, so he went looking for the doctor in order to help Meiteru, who got pierced by a flying beetle. Hey, have a good one, Goshi. Okay, sai. What does sai mean as a prefix? Again? Yeah, that doesn't seem right here. このサイロボット. Oh, what could that mean? I don't think that's kono sai as in like on this occasion. I mean, I guess that could be. Maybe that's what it is, kono sai. Like on this occasion, that seems like really, that's like a formal phrase. That seems really weird to say here. I think it's more about the robot, but whatever. Even this robot or even a living body, I don't care. In any case, do the favor of helping. That's kind of what he's getting at here. I guess maybe it is. On this occasion, even if it's a robot, even if it's living flesh, I don't care. In any case, please help. Meiteru ga shinde shimau yo. Meiteru's will die. Meiteru? Nanda, sore wa omae no nakama ka? Doushita to iun da?
Hello there.
Hello there. Meiteru, what is it, as for that thing? Your friend? What happened? Or what are you saying? Yosetsu demo shitte kure to iu no ka? Yosetsu or something. Welding or something, do you want... Is that what you're saying? That you want me to do the favor of welding or something? Yosetsu? What? Welding? Isha ga hitsuyou na no darou ga? A doctor is necessary, right? But... とにかく、私の敷地内へ入って。Okay. So, hump, in any case, my 敷地内へ入って。Entering my, like, private place? 敷地内? Oh, my premises. You entering my premises. 立ち去ろうとしない。以上、君を破壊するまでだ。So, if you're not, if you won't do, like, standing and leaving. 立ち去ろう。立ち去る. Yeah, to leave. If you're not going to leave, then in addition, you destruction doing, it's up until that. So then I will destroy you if you're not going to leave. 待ってくれ。僕はただ医者を呼びに来ただけだ。So, do the favor of waiting, or wait. As for me, just came to call a doctor. Damare korosu. Shut up, I will kill you. Ho o okashita mono wa korosu. So as for people who trespass the law or break the law, will kill. He's got a gun. Nanda, sore wa? Huh. What is that thing? As for that, what is it? この体を破壊できる武器はこの宇宙にはないぞ。この体. If it's from this thing, let's go this way. As for a weapon that's able to destroy from here on or something, as for in this universe, it doesn't exist. No. この体. Oh, okay. So as for a weapon able to destroy this body, as for in the universe, it does not exist. What is this? Was. Hey, Riku. Yeah, I got it. The karada took a while for some reason. Sore dake ka? That? It's just that? Like that's all you got? どうなってるんだ? What happened, or how is it becoming? But what happened? 宇宙戦士の銃が役に立たないなんて? How could the space warrior gun not be effective? You notice I had a graph gear? Yeah. Doo-doo. I don't even remember when he got his space gun back. His space warrior gun. Okay, so here we go. Sorry. Here's our splash page for, again, Chapter 6, Sono ni, Part 2. This was Ama Paraneto, the armor planet. And again, that's like Soko, meaning armored, and Wakuse. Wa kuso shimatta. Oh no, crap. Oops. I guess this is him falling off a cliff. Classic Tetsudo. Uga. Gochin. Okay. Something happens. It's night, I guess. He wakes up. Let's zoom back in. Shinu ka to omotta na. Died, I thought. I thought I died. Kuso. Tankobu dareke da hidoi me ni atta. Okay, so, damn it, it's covered in tankobu. Covered in tankobu. Bumps. Okay, so I'm covered in bumps, lumps, swelling. Hidoi me niao means to suffer a terrible fate or to have a terrible encounter. So, あいつやっぱり生き物なんだな。アンドロイドなら下へ落ちたぐらいで僕を見失うはずがない。Okay, so that guy, as thought, a living thing. He's a living thing, isn't he? If we're an android, to the extent of falling below, and me ought to losing sight of would not have existed. So he wouldn't have lost sight of me, and he would have fallen below if he were an android. So he must be a living creature. そうと分かれば怖くないぞ. If it's that way, and if understand, then it's not scary? Or like I'm not scared? Yeah, so I guess or like if I understand it that way, then like I'm not scared. こっちには文明の利器がある. As for to this direction, or as for me, culture, civilization, riki, civilization, riki, something, tools, convenience. Tools of civilization exist. こっちには文明の利器がある. As for in this direction, or as for to me, tools or convenience of civilization exists. 何が何でも医者を見つける. 何が何でも. I guess like somehow we'll find a doctor. 少し時間が経ちすぎたかな. 少し時間が経ちすぎたかな. A little bit, time has passed too much, I think. Or I wonder. I wonder if too much time has passed. Oh, メートルはどうなったんだろう. As for メートル, what has happened, I wonder. How has it become? So he's saying, I wonder if too much time has passed. I wonder how she's doing. メートル、生きていてくれよ. So メートル, live. Keep living. Do the favor of living. Stay alive. 生きて. That's a fire punch joke. Okay. 縁起の悪いことは考えないようにしよう. とにかく医者を. Okay. 縁起の悪い. An ominous or ill-omened or sinister thing. As for a sinister event, not thinking about, I guess let me not think about a sinister event happening. In any case, a doctor. Okay, so yeah, he's like, don't dwell on the bad stuff. Find a doctor. なんだろうか? あれは. What could that be? As for that, or what could it be? As for that. Oh. Gachin. Good. 畜生. 鉄ボタルだったのか? Boltaru. It was, damn it, it was an iron bolt? Oh, hotaru. Iron fireflies. Boltaru. Yeah. Those were iron butterflies, weren't they? Okay. なんと恐ろしいところなんだろうか、本当に? Somehow, this is a very 恐ろしい.なんと恐ろしい. 恐ろしいところなんだろうか. Truly. This is a very otoroshi place, isn't it? Truly. What could otoroshi mean? What is that close to that he's like mispronouncing. Otoroshi. I'm not sure what that is. The fan translation with this planet is very scary. So there we go. Areda mitsuketa. It's that thing. Found it. Discovered. Huh? Okay. He sees someone like on a bed. Doten. That's just kind of like thud. Ananda, omae wa? Who? As for you. Anta isha da ne. Oh, you're a doctor, aren't you? Dattara, onegai desu. Meiteru o tasukete kudasai. Okay, so if that's the case, if you're a doctor, then please, I beg you, please save Meiteru. Tasukeru? Kono washi ga ka? Save? This me? Like me? Washi wa mou tasukenai no da yo. As for me, no longer able to save. I can't save anyone anymore. Also, he is saying washi, which again is implying that he's an old man. Oh, mo ugokenai no da yo. Sorry. As for me, no longer can move. No longer can move. Gaiken wa waka kawaranaku tomo. Naka wa mo hikarabi kaketeru nda. Okay, as for the outside appearance, without changing, even though it hasn't changed, as for the inside, it's already become withered up. And we saw this word in the previous chapter, the sono ichi. Hikarabi is about being dried up and withered. Yeah, hikarabiru, to dry up completely, become stale. So he's saying his insides are all dried up. Hikarabi kaketa, like dried up, or nearly dried up. Kakeru. Dochi to ieba, oashi ga tasukete moraitai gurai da. If say like which one, or if say which direction, I'm the one to the extent of wanting to receive help. So if you say which one is it, then I'm the one I'm the one that needs help, or that wants help. Segare no nutaru ni mitsukaranai you ni kaere yo, wakai no. Segare no. Oh, Sunny. Oh, no. By my son, by my punk son, Nutaru. That's the person that he met at the end of the last chapter, the beginning of this chapter. Mitsukara, in order to not be found by my son, Nutaru, go back, young one. So shite, niroto kono hoshi e wa kuru na. Niroto. Okay, so, and then a second time, as for to this planet, don't come. A second time, meaning don't come. もうすぐこの星の生物はmin絶滅する。何も言えなくなる。Soon, momentarily, as for the living creatures of this planet, all will be destroyed and nothing will remain. Nothing will become remaining. Oh, and he's got like a little tear. 植物だけの Chinmoku no sekai ni naru. Just planet, or will become a planet of, well, let's see what Chinmoku is. Deep? Oh, silence, that's it. It will become a planet of silence, of just plants. どうして Why? 素晴らしい科学力を持っていて、着陸前に見た人工衛星は3000年前から飛び続けているそうじゃないか? Okay, so why? Wonderful power of science holding, like you hold the wonderful power of science, or science with a wonderfulness. And before arriving, the saw artificial satellite, as for the artificial satellite that we saw before landing, 3,000 years before, continuing to fly around, or so they said, or so I heard. Wasn't that it? Do se washi ni wa omae tachi no yona yawarakai ningen wa naosenai yo. Okay. Somehow, as for to me, you're like you, supple humans. As for, like, not heal. So as for to me, not able to heal, I guess, like, as for you, limber or supple humans, like you are. Hifu koban o 溶接することぐらいしかできないのだ。The skin armored plate welding event, to that extent, it's only able to do. So, like, we can only weld the armored skin. Korizu ni mata kita ka? Oroka mono mega. Oh, this is Nutella, or whatever his name was. Korizuni. Is that like without learning? Korizuni? So like you didn't learn and again have come? You foolish, you fool. Korosu. Zettai korosu. Kill. Will kill. Certainly will kill. Korosu. Will kill. Mo yamete kure yo. Shibutoi na. Like, come on. Stop already. Please do the favor of stopping. You're stubborn, aren't you? Fortunately, this guy doesn't have a gun. Again, he's on a cliff. Aria, mata koko e kite shimatta. Like, oh, again to this place came. Nigiri tsubushite yarou ka? Nigiri tsubushite yarou ka? Isn't that this is like to grab and crush. Shall I grab and crush you? Nigiri tsubushite. Yeah, that's what that means. Tetsuro. Fusete. Tetsuro, get down. Meiteru? Dare da omae wa? Who is it, as for you? Zushin. Gyu, 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 gyu. Gashan. Wow. Oh. hey, she's got like the good gun. So much for that whole statement about like a weapon doesn't exist in the universe. Oh, wow. Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, right. Tetsuro went through all this to find a doctor for her, but she seems to be fine, of course. Okay. Zoom in a little bit better here. 武器は効き目がないと言っていたくせに So even though he said like as for a weapon, effectiveness didn't exist. Like 効き目. I think the meh in this case is kind of contemptuous, but maybe not. No, there's something else here. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, as for a weapon, like effectiveness not existing, even though he had said that. でも、人間反動銃は別よ. But, as for dimension handle, dimension reaction weapon guns, those are different. Okay, so she has a dimensional reaction gun, or dimensional backlash gun. これで機械的な物体はないわ. With this thing, as for an object that can't be destroyed, it does not exist. How fortunate. ただ、たった二人しかない。この星の人間を殺すことはできない。It's just only two people. Yeah, there's only two people. And this planet's humans killing event, as for that, like, it's not possible. Or not able. So I guess there's only two. She's saying, like, there's only two, I guess, people left on the planet. And so, not able to I guess, kill Dekinai. Yeah. So really, it's just the doctor and his son. あの人の足を砕いただけ. Kudaku is to strike? Yeah, smash. Only smashed that person's leg. あの人は死にはしないわ. As for that person, as for to death will not do. So that he won't die. しかし、メートルはどうして? But as for Meitoru, like, how do? Meaning, what happened? 私なら大丈夫よ. Me? If it's me, I'm fine, you know? もうなんともないわ. 心配させてごめんなさい. Already somehow, wait, なんともない. It's like no big deal. Yeah, it's like, it's already nothing at all. もうなんともないわ. It's already nothing at all. Making worry, or for making you worry, I'm sorry. パンツはビートルに胸をぶち抜かれて. Okay. By the Panzer Beetle or whatever, Pincher Beetle, you were, like, punched in the chest. Buchinuku. Yeah, pierced. No, it's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. なんともない。なんともない。車掌さんが別の医者さんを頼んでくれたのよ。Mr. Conductor, a different Mr. Doctor, did the favor of requesting. So the conductor like sent out or requested for another doctor. 医者を a doctor だって、たった今、この星の人間は、親子だけだって言ったじゃないか。But, たった今, just now. Yeah, just now, a moment ago, as for the people of this planet, just the father and child said, isn't it that? You just said that the father and child are the only people left on the planet a moment ago. And like, wasn't that it? Oh, wow. Okay. This is a cool. All right, we get a nice double pager here. I guess they're walking back to the train talking here. So this is a neat scene here. We'll go zoom back in to read what they're saying here. Naotta no nara ma ii ya. If healed, then well, whatever, it's fine. これもやっぱり生き物だったんだろうな。This thing also, as thought, a living creature was, right? I guess he's talking about this thing. みんな餓死した哀れな動物たちよ。Okay, that's right. Everyone. Starvation? Gashishita? Yeah, starving to death. Everyone starved to death. Aware. Miserable, pitiful. All yeah, the miserable, pitiful creatures. They all starved to death. Okay. All right, we got 3 pages left, so not bad. Gashi, starvation. Tsumari ueji ni kai, meaning ueji. Okay, that's just another way to say that. In fact, it uses the same kanji. That meaning it was ueji. So, that's right. お互いに倉庫番に覆われていて強いから餌になる動物がいないの。So, お互い。Yeah, mutually, reciprocally. Okay. Mutually or reciprocally in armored plates, being covered, and like because strong, as prey becoming animals did not exist. So, basically, because everything became covered in armor, strong armor, there was nothing to have as prey to eat. 長い間に少しずつ数が減っ て、減って今では、wait, 今では、わずかの動物と昆虫がいるだけ。Okay, so for a long period, 少しずつ, a little bit of peace, little by little, for a long period, little by little, the numbers, I guess, came to be decreasing. As for that, a small number of living creatures, it was just 昆虫, insects. Okay, so it was just insects that were the small numbers of living creatures left. 生き物が生きていくためには餌になる生贄が必要なのね。Living creatures, as for the purpose of living, living creatures becoming prey and sacrifices are necessary. As for the purposes of living creatures, like, I guess, become prey and sacrifices are necessary, you know? Ikenia is a sacrifice. 生贄になる弱い者がいないところでは, as for in times or places where weak creatures becoming sacrifices, when that doesn't exist, 友倒れになって結局滅びてしまう. Each other or together, 倒れた. 友倒れた? 友倒れ. 友倒れ. A mutual destruction, it becomes mutual destruction, and as for the end result, it's annihilation. 滅びてしまう. 生贄か? Sacrifice. Okay, back on the train. 見えてる? 一つの生命体が生きて栄えるためには生贄がいるんだろうか? Okay, so 見えてる. A 生命体, like a living body? Yeah, a life form. So as for to the purposes of whatever this is, a single life form, 生きて栄える, in order to be allowed to live, 生きて栄える. Oh, to live and flourish. And as for the purpose, or in order for a single living creature to live and flourish, a sacrifice is needed. Is that right? 餌がいるは prey, P-R-E-Y. Prey exists. やっぱり餌になる弱い者がいないとこの世は成り立たないんだろうか? As thought, as for, oh well, if, as thought, weak creatures or weak people becoming prey, if they don't exist, as for this world, 成り立たない. It doesn't stand, it doesn't last. naritatsu is it's not practical. It doesn't hold true. Isn't that right? それが大宇宙のこの世の原則だったら悲しいね。That thing of the big universe or of this world's gensoku, like law, doctrine. Yeah, principle or general rule. If that's what it was, then it's sad. So he starts to say, like, if that idea is, if it's a gensoku of, he starts to say of the big universe, but then he just says of this world, that's sad. And she agrees, yes. 僕が生き延びると、やはり何人かのいつかの弱いものを生贄にするということになるのかな。Okay, so me, 生き延びると, if surviving, 生き延びる? If I'm surviving, as thought, how many people and 何人かのいつく, and for how long, weak beings as sacrifices doing that sort of event does it become, I wonder? Okay, this is kind of important, and I don't know. The fan translation went with something very different here. They went with, for the sake of the two who remained, how many living beings were needed to be sacrificed. That's not what he's saying here. He's saying, me, if I'm surviving, then how many people would need to be sacrificed for that to happen? How many weak creatures would need to be sacrificed for me to continue living? 私にはわからないわ. As for to me, I don't know. Okay, and finally, here's our last page. Again, the train going off into the distance, which could serve as the end of any chapter. But here we go. Let's zoom in and see what our concluding statement is. Okay, we recognize this one. Jakuniku kyoshoku, the survival of the fittest. Literally, weak meat, strong eat. Survival of the fittest. Ikenie no chi o sutte, kyosha ga sakaeteru no ga, この宇宙に生きる者の姿だと思うと、哲郎は悲しくなった。Okay. Survival of the fittest. The blood of sacrifices, I guess that's sucking in. Sucking in the blood of sacrifices. The strong people flourishing in this universe, living creature, the shape of living creatures, that's what it is. So thought Tetsuro, and as for that, like he became sad. So as for Tetsuro, he became sad, thinking that in the universe, it's the shape of living creatures that they flourish, the strong ones flourish by sucking the blood of sacrifices. Ikenie o hoshi to wa, as for the desiring or the wanting of sacrifices, omo wanai ga, did not think, or did not want. So did not think he was wanting sacrifices, but ga ikenie ni sareru no wa motto iya da to omotta. as for being made a victim or being made a sacrifice, all the more bad thought. So again, Tetsuro thought it was even more bad to be made a sacrifice. Meituru wa nani mo iwazu. As for Meituru, without saying anything, Mado no soto o miteita, and was looking out the window. Interesting. That is the end of Chapter 6 for Volume 3, Part 2, Sono ni. We'll continue with the last chapter in Volume 3, which will be Chapter 7, Sono ichi. And we'll see what the title of that is next time. See how this volume ends.